This year's Silver Spur Hall of Fame honoree has a lifetime of supporting youth events in South Dakota. His contributions to Central States Fair and Black Hill Stock Show are most demonstrated by the young leaders he has influenced and mentored over the years. Tonight, we honor John Powell as the 2020 Black Hill Stock Show Silver Spur Hall of Fame winner. John Powell has spent his life exemplifying strong perseverance with a passion for mentoring our youth and future leaders in agriculture. John was born in August of 1924 in Rapid City, the eldest child of John Henry and Lola Payne Powell. Growing up in Phillips, South Dakota, and then moving near Fairburn, John received his first horse, saddle, boots, and chaps at just 5. From then on, John found passion in the Western way of life. As he grew, he continued to spend time working on ranches and farms in Rapid Valley and the Cheyenne Indian Reservation. Working alongside his father and fellow ranchers during the Great Depression, John began his foundation in agriculture and consistently evolved with new methods. When John turned 18, he enlisted in the Army. He recalls the exact time spent in the service as 2 years, 1 month, and 14 days. He spent that time overseas attached to the 20th Air Force. After his return to the States, John worked on the Angostura Dam project and then for a cattle company in the Nebraska Sandhills. John married Margaret Gallagher of Hot Springs in June of 1948, and together they would raise 3 children. John attended Colorado State University and graduated in 1952 with a degree in animal science and later attended graduate school at Oregon State. John was later employed with the Soil Conservation Service, which led him to a work unit conservationist for Ziebach County, based out of Dupree. As a volunteer, John served on a committee for the development of the South Dakota 4-H rodeo project. The first time he approached the Extension office about 4-H rodeo, John said he was turned down flat due to the potential danger. John would now begin to prove his perseverance with support from the ranching and 4-H student community, as well as similar-minded individuals like Les Crago, Willie Cowan, and Roger Mole. Multiple counties would eventually move forward with holding a 4-H rodeo, with the first one being held at a local ranch near Lemon, as John recalls. A few setbacks along the road wouldn't halt John's dreams in the future of 4-H state rodeo. Nearly 12 years of continued perseverance, support from county representatives, and proving the educational value in roping events through 4-H horse shows, John's vision would finally come to light. The first annual South Dakota 4-H Championship Rodeo was held at the Stanley County Fairgrounds in Fort Pierre in 1972. John has always had a passion for supporting youth activities. From Boy Scouts to rodeo and coaching grade school softball during high school, John would continue to support his children's involvement in football, basketball, rodeo, and horse showmanship. While teaching his children how to rope, he found the plastic heads were nice, but he started them out on a basketball. Once he felt they had the loop down, he'd move them to a steer head and a bale of hay. As a county agent, John was tapped to judge showmanship events during Central States Fair and Black Hill Stock Show throughout the years. He was also an American Quarter Horse Association judge for several years. John also did horse fitting and showmanship clinics for 4-H clubs in the area. In August of 2019, John was honored as one of the 2019 South Dakota 4-H Rodeo Finals Distinguished Volunteers. Additionally, Governor Kristi Noem proclaimed August 18, 2019 as John Powell Day in South Dakota. John says he misses the days when you could walk downtown Rapid City and see more boots and cowboy hats than tennis shoes and tin hats. He has always associated Rapid City with the West and still thinks it's Western enough. John appreciates organizations like the Black Hill Stock Show and 4-H that keep the Western way of life alive and instilling in our youth. Through his years of involvement, he's witnessed what he has done for the community and noticed what he perceives to be a better quality of cattle and horses. John Powell's roots run deep in the state, both through his grandmother and grandfather. To honor his history, John never steered away from his association with ranching and horsemanship. He volunteered and was a member of many service organizations such as 4-H, Central States Fair, Black Hill Stock Show, Boy Scouts, American Legion, and the local VFW. He was also a charter member of the Western South Dakota Buckaroos. Tonight, we honor a true gentleman and supporter of the Western way of life. Would you join me in congratulating the 2020 Black Hills Stock Show Silver Spur Hall of Fame recipient, John Powell?